going on, everybody? Dean the Wealth Coach, and welcome to another edition of the Learn Podcast, where first you learn, then you drop the L, and then you earn. My camera looks terrible, but that's fine. Today, I had a coaching call, and it went very well. One thing that I want to share with you guys is on your journey, in the beginning, you may be told how to do things, but in life, you set your own rules. Don't mind the dog. That was noisy. But there's some things that I want to share with you guys today. It will only get easier if you do it often. Treat it like a time mission. So I called this one day one, don't break the chain. Today's day one, where I'm going to commit to making a video every day. Every day I have to come on live or upload a video and do this for 2 weeks. I'm setting a 2-week contract for myself. And I learned this from my daughter. She told me about 2-week contracts. So I said, what are you talking about? She's like, in class, they have a 2-week contract with themselves to complete something. So I was like, oh, 2-week contract, nice and short. And seemed like something that I could do. So for the next 2 weeks, I plan to upload daily. And my goal is to hit 10 minutes. 10 minutes every day. I believe it was Jerry Seinfeld. When he was on his path to becoming a great comedian, he said every day he would practice telling jokes. And when he did that, he would put an X on his calendar. And he said the goal is to not break the chain. So start small, something attainable that you can achieve before deciding to just jump into something. So for me, it's going to be uploading a video. Also, I'm very proud of myself because I made my first faceless video. So I have to create a TikTok account for it, but I'm on my path. I said, you know what? Let me try this thing out. Like, what's the worst that could happen? I spend 4 hours to do it. Who knows what comes from it? Same thing with like making my podcast. If you don't do it often, you just won't get better at it. This week, I was listening to some interesting podcasts. Shout out to Marcus Rosier. He was on a podcast the other day, and the stuff that this guy was saying, just man, some really good stuff. Confused mind never buys. If you're confused, so will your customers. What did I write here? They don't know what to buy because your messaging is all over the place. If you're confused about what you're selling, your buyers are going to be confused. So you need to get clear as to what it is that you're trying to do. So that's the first part. Then it was going into messaging and marketing. How to get good at messaging. Messaging is marketing. So the message that you're delivering is your marketing. Online space where you're selling words. So the online space is where you're selling words. A lot of people are selling information products. That's maybe something that you want to try to do. What comes easy to you, but it's hard for others. That's something that you can definitely monetize. For coaches out there, consultants, he mentioned, where are you picking up and dropping off somebody? Like people have a pickup location, others have a drop off location, whatever it may be. And you have to meet them where they're at. So an example of pickup and drop off location would be um, they're getting into real estate, but don't know the terminology of real estate. So you're going to teach them the terminology. So that's their pickup location. A drop off location would be something like these are the steps to open up a online store. They know how to do it. You drop them off, and now they're off to the races. So that was pretty neat when he was talking about the pickup and drop off destination for your customers. One other thing you mentioned was talking beneath people and talking beyond people. So back to what I was saying about the pickup and drop off location. If you're explaining, going back to that same example, the real estate, if you're explaining what real estate is, how it works to someone that already knows that, you're gonna bore them. But if it's someone that's never heard it before, then they'll understand it. But now if you start talking with all those that terminology to someone that's never been into real estate, you're gonna lose them because they have no clue what it is that you're talking about. So know where it is that you're meeting the person on their journey in order to help them get to the end goal. Another thing that he talked about was how to automate things that frustrate you. Sell your thoughts. An example would be an online course. He said what they would do is discover, design, deliver, delegate. So discover is the idea that you have or the thing that frustrates you the most, right? Then you're going to design something. So it could be an ebook, a course, a mastermind, whatever it is that you want to create. Then you deliver it. So you market it to people, let people know about it. Once it's rolling and everything is good, you're going to delegate. You're going to find someone to run this without you in it. Another thing he said, sell solutions to problems and answers to questions. That's how you should come up with your product or service. Sell solutions to problems and answers to questions. Those are all the notes I took from that. But that was a really good show or podcast, I should say. But I'm gonna wrap this up, and I want you guys to make a 2-week contract with yourself. Hold yourself accountable to making this contract, and if you can fulfill it. Today it starts for me every day. 10 minutes. I got about 2 minutes. No, yep, no, 2 minutes left. Or 1 minute left by this timer. But nothing tried, nothing gained. What's the worst that could happen? Keep going. So I encourage you guys, put your best foot forward, and you never know what's going to come from it. And I think good things will come from it. Oh, how I don't know where did I said this, but how to make a faceless YouTube channel, or not even faceless videos in general. So what I did was I went to Chat GPT. No, first I thought of the idea. The idea was I want to get videos that already have a buzz and use those videos. So I started doing that, looking for these things that I could post. Then I came across something on I found the trendings tab on YouTube. Yep, I was today years old when I found that out. It's pretty sad. But when I did find it, I seen other things that were trending. So one thing that I should have done, but I don't know, I was afraid, but now I'm facing it. The Grand Theft Auto one. It's like as I seen it, I liked it and I was just like, oh, and I should have just created the video, but I didn't. Anywho, so I did create a video. Um, it was Beverly Hills Cop. So it's like one of like the beat in that song is like one of my favorite instrumentals of all time. So it kind of like just resonated with me. So I was like, oh, I like this, and it was like trending. So I said, you know what? Let me make a video of this. Let me try. I put the video together. I timed myself. And I said, you know what? I need to set a benchmark for myself. So I said, let me time myself to see how long this takes me to make the first one. I did it. I did have some distractions in between, but it took me about 5 hours. So now I know if I get everything set up, it take me about 5 hours. So going on, once I got the idea, I put into Chat GPT. I said, hey, give me a script that's less than 1 minute or 30 seconds. Gave it the details, it spit it back out to me. I got the script, I got the storyline. I went and I clipped the trailer in the clips that I wanted. I got the script, I put it into 11 Labs. 11 Labs um, did the audio. I liked it, so I took it, downloaded the audio, put it into CapCut with the video, seeing what pieces I wanted. Then I just layered the audio on the video. I had the 1, 2 sound effects and then the talking, and then that was it. I was like, oh, I'm done. I uploaded it to my Faceless channel, and there we have it. Why is pay for it? Okay, I'll look at that later. I uploaded it, and I was like, oh, 50 views. I did it. I uploaded it. That's all it took. Now imagine if I did this every day for 2 weeks. Those are the two commitments I'm making for 2 weeks. Every day, make one of these videos and post it. And every day, come on live and talk about it. So I'm going to let you guys know of my, what's it called? It's called Viral Momentum. Let's see here. Where did it go? Oh.
He's back. Hey, chip lovers.
So that's that. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. And I'm going to follow up with you guys if you're doing your 2 week contract. I'm going to create something and leave it in the description. And if there's any topics you guys want me to talk about, make sure you put it into the comments. But most importantly, don't forget to subscribe.